What's up, everybody? Gentleman94 here. Welcome to 3GB's Flashback Fridays. Today we're going to take another look at an awesome game. Here on episode 3, we're going to be checking out Mega Man, the very first Mega Man on the NES, released in 1987. And I got to tell you, this game holds a very special place in my heart because this was not only the very first Mega Man game I ever played, this is also the very first NES game I ever played. So when we talk about Nintendo, you usually think, oh, well, you got Mario Brothers, you got Contra. Yeah, but for me, the very first game I ever played was Mega Man 1. So Mega Man always kind of held a special place in my heart because of that fact. It's what got me into gaming, really. You know, playing this game made me want to play more. You know, and from then on, it was kind of a slippery slope, you know, because I played Contra, I played, Mario Brothers when I actually bought my Nintendo, back I think in like 89. You know, so this was a big deal for me, but this was the originator, not only of my love of video games, but also my love of Mega Man. So, pretty big deal. And really, actually, we just kind of stumbled upon it, my friend and I. We didn't know anything about Mega Man. He just basically picked up a Nintendo for his birthday, and we needed games. So there was a little mom and pop store right down the street from us, and we decided to go down there one afternoon, I think it was a Saturday afternoon, and we decided to rent some games. And the game we decided to rent was Mega Man. It was a place called, I think, Paradise Video. It's long gone by now. Of course, it went out of business pretty much right around the time Blockbuster came into being. But for a while there, we would rent our games down at Paradise Video. So when Blockbuster kind of came out and started pushing out those mom and pop stores, we got a chance to buy games from Paradise Video because they were blowing out their stock, right? They wanted to get rid of their games. So my buddy actually bought this cartridge at some ridiculous price, like $10 or something like that. And my friend's like, all right, cool. Now I have Mega Man. He bought, I think, Castlevania 1. He bought, I want to say, Sky Kid or something like that. I mean, he bought a couple of games from them. But this is one of the gems. This is one of the prizes, that he ended up actually getting. And I'm surprised that no one else bought this game. But lucky for me, this is one he got. Later on, when he started kind of selling off his Nintendo games and things, I actually asked if I could buy the game off of him. And I think he sold it to me for like $10, no big deal. Even has his initials on it. So, still to this day, I have it. It's one of my prized possessions from my Nintendo Entertainment System. And it's just such a great, great game. It's the originator. This is the very first Mega Man game in the entire series. So everything that we take for granted as being traditionally Mega Man came from this game. The character design, the idea behind the game, the idea behind the boss fights, taking weapons from bosses after you defeat them. This was where it all started. So you got to give props to a classic. You know, it took me 4 years to finally beat this game. 4 years of playing it off and on. And I finally beat it. I sat down one Saturday morning. I remember thinking, I'm going to beat this game. And I just worked at it, and finally, I got up to Wily. I defeated Wily. I don't remember how I even did it, but I defeated Wily, and I was ecstatic. I was so happy I had finally beaten Mega Man 1. At that point, though, you'd think the game might have kind of lost interest, but no. I still, to this day, love Mega Man 1. It's just such a classic game. So if you guys haven't played it, I recommend to go out and give it a try. Find a ROM or go to your buddy's house. Maybe if they have their old NES, hook it up. If you can grab a hold of a cartridge like this from Mega Man 1, do it. Play it. Enjoy it. Remember what it was like back in those days to play a game like this. Damn it. So as you can see here, I'm using Cutman's weapon, and it doesn't seem to be very effective against Gutsman. So I'm probably going to die. That's kind of the thing you have to realize about the early Mega Man games. There was no internet here, guys. There was no way that you could just jump online and look up a fact, about how to beat certain bosses. No, you went at it old school. You went and just tried different things. And eventually you'd figure something out. Maybe if you had Nintendo Power, you could look back and check some of that stuff out. But for the most part, trial and error. So I'm just going to go straight Mega Buster here. I'm not even going to worry about trying to switch weapons. Mega Buster in this game works pretty well, to be honest. It's, of course, not as powerful as some weapons, but it's not a bad weapon either. Oh man, the music in this game. The one thing I remember about this game was the music. Because no matter what, this is some great, great music. Some of the level designs, music just fits so well together. It's just such a great game. So if you haven't played Mega Man 1, I highly recommend you go out, you find a copy or you play a ROM or something, and just give it a try. It's a hard game. Bosses are not easy to fight, especially Fireman and Iceman. Just try it, just give it a shot, have fun with it. Really hope you've enjoyed taking a brief look at this. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to see a particular game, drop it in the comments. We'll be sure to go ahead and throw that into the rotation. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you soon.